Hey, what's going on? It's Eddie for Watch Before You Buy, and today we are talking about Samsung Galaxy A13 4G version. Today is 22nd May 2021 and the price of the smartphone is $250. This is how the box looks like, and in the box beside the phone you will find a Type-C USB charging cable with the charging brick, quick start guide, warranty card, and the pin for the SIM card tray. These are the dimensions of the smartphone. The weight is 197 grams. The body is made entirely out of plastic. In front we have a 5 megapixel camera. Above it is the second noise cancelling microphone. At the bottom we have a headset jack, the main microphone, USB Type-C charging port, and the speaker. On the right side we have the volume buttons and the power button, which serves as a fingerprint reader too. On the left side we have a dual SIM card tray with micro SD card slot, while on the back we will find the main 50 megapixel camera, a 5 megapixel ultra wide camera, a 2 megapixel macro camera, the depth sensor, and the flashlight. To unlock the phone you have your standard options like swipe, pin pattern, password, and more. Beside those you have also a fingerprint and face unlock. The face unlock is not the fastest, as it can take up to 2 to 3 seconds to unlock. When it comes to the fingerprint sensor, I would say it's quite fast. I didn't see any problems using it. If you're wondering, you don't have to press the button, yet only to touch it to unlock the screen. You can also set the fingerprint sensor to open your notifications panel, so you can swipe down to open it, again to expand it, and swipe up to close it. You also have an option of Smart Unlock, where the smartphone can be set to stay unlocked at certain locations. Samsung Galaxy A13 comes with 6.6-inch PLC LCD screen covered with Gorilla Glass 5, a 1080p resolution with 400 pixels per inch and only 60 Hz refresh rate. Viewing angles aren't amazing. Brightness drops off the more you angle it away from you, and colors fade. When looking square on, the Galaxy A13 screen is perfectly acceptable. It's nice and bright. Colors are fairly true to life and it can show a good range of them. The default wallpaper shows these facts off to good effect, and the resolution is just as good as on some phones, costing 4 times as much. The auto brightness is the different story. Galaxy A13 doesn't have an ambient light sensor and it tries to set the brightness based on the selfie camera, so the results are not always the best. When it comes to the phone responsiveness, A13 can experience sometimes a little bit of lag and stutter, but overall I would say it's not that problematic considering the price. In the quick settings menu we have all the standard features. Few things I want to mention here are eye comfort shield, which lowers down the blue light intensity. Dark mode is also a very good option for eye comfort. Bedtime is here too. It will mute the notifications and set the screen to black and white. And we also have here kids mode, which gives you an option to set up restrictions for your kids if they're going to use your phone. We also have here NFC for your cashless payments and focus mode, which will disable most of the phone's features and apps in the set period. Few other features I want to mention here are ability to change the app grid so you can fit 5 apps in one row, change the navigation from buttons to gestures, set one-hand mode, you can set the size of the screen and adjust it for both ends. You can also hide apps, split screen, and use the same apps with different profiles. When it comes to the motion and gestures, we have here things like lift to wake, double tap to turn on the screen, keep the screen on while viewing, turn over to mute, and alert when phone picked up. This last feature will make your phone vibrate whenever you pick it up if you have missed calls and messages. When it comes to the cameras, the Galaxy A13 has a main 50 megapixel camera, a 5 megapixel ultra wide camera, 2 megapixel macro camera, and a depth sensor. Now let's check out the app. On the top we have the filters. You can also change the strength of the filter effect. Then we have 5 different ratio setups. 3x4 is the default. Then we have a 9x16 ratio, 1x1, and the full screen. We also have the timers with 2, 5, and 10 seconds, flash controls, and the settings. Here we have things like high efficiency image format, grid lines, location tags, watermark, and more. At the bottom in the menu we have portrait, photo, video, and more. Here we have Pro, Panorama, Food, and Macro. You can fix the focus and brightness by tapping on the screen. Here are a few examples of the main camera. The photos come out in 12.5 megapixels and they are quite sharp with true-to-life colors and wide dynamic range. Now, beside 50 megapixel primary sensor, you can also jump to the ultra-wide camera with a quick tap. It will give you a very pulled-back view. In the zoom menu, you'll see different zoom options, which can be changed with 2 fingers too. Here is an example of the same subject with a different camera zoom. This is a normal 1x zoom. This is an ultra-wide pullback view, 2x zoom, 4x zoom, and 10x zoom. Here's a food camera example and the macro camera example. These are my jeans. Now let's check out the video quality. This is camera in movement. And you can also zoom in while recording. Here's a small autofocus demonstration. Galaxy A13 gives you an option to take selfie by showing your hand, which is quite useful if you can't tap on the screen. Now let's take a look at the gaming performance. I tested the phone with the Call of Duty as it is one of the most popular mobile games out there, and what I found is that the frame rate is actually quite good. Overall, I would say that the phone can be used for gaming, but please take in consideration that this is not a gaming smartphone, so chances are you'll have to lower down the graphics for the games with higher details. Overall, I would say you should be able to play most of the games without any major problems. Galaxy A13 comes with 5000 mAh battery. Now, what does that mean for you? Let me show you. I performed a few battery consumption tests on 30% of the screen brightness, which is quite enough for the daily use. And here are my results. In the first test, I used the phone for 30 minutes to browse the internet, and I also used some of the apps. I lost 6% of the battery. In the second test, I was watching the video with audio on maximum for 30 minutes, and I lost 6% of the battery. In the third test, I played Call of Duty for 30 minutes, and I lost 15% of the battery. So, based on my test, I would say that you will get about 7 to 8 hours of battery life on normal use. When it comes to the charging, the phone does not support wireless charging. The charging speed is 9% in 10 minutes, 25% in 30 minutes, 50% in 45 minutes, 61% in 1 hour, and to charge it fully, it will take about 2 hours. And with this, I'm pretty much done with my Samsung Galaxy A13 review. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you're planning to buy this phone and you need help with setting it up, I'm going to leave a link below on how to set it up, how to add the SIM card, and also some other cool videos about it. So please check those out. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. And if it's not too much to ask, please hit that like button. It really means a lot to me. Thank you guys for watching and have a nice day. See you in the next one.